You cannot stop an idea whose time has come. You cannot stop an idea whose time has come. Take that from me. You wonder why the government and the politicians are so restless. You wonder why these politicians are so restless. It's because they are trying to stop an idea whose time has come. And they are trying to use every means possible to try and suppress that idea. Anyway, guys, before I go into the idea and everything, if you are new to this platform, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do that, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. So I want you to listen to me very carefully. First and foremost, thank you everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, no words can't express how much I appreciate you, my people. Thank you so much. So back to my video. As I was saying, you cannot stop an idea whose time has come. And the idea of complete overhaul of Kenyan political landscape has come. The idea of complete overhaul, complete change, factory reset of Kenyan politics has come. That time, the idea is here and no one can stop the idea. You can see there is some deliberate effort to suppress the idea. Even we had the military, the CDF coming out to tell people that, hey, stop this, Nini must chant and everything. And you can see how people have come out to call him out. Remember, this is the CDF. Kenyans have come out to call him out and to tell him that stick to your lane. Don't meddle with our affairs. This is not your field. This is not your duty. Skip off. They have come out to call the NIS that you guys you should remain underground vile mnakuanga. Unaelewa? I want to show you that the chant that the government is trying to suppress. Yesterday there was a game in Kakamega, a rugby match, that no politician attended. But the chants were there. The chants continue and they will continue. If there is one thing that we were given in this constitution that is a gift from God, was the freedom of expression. So I want you to listen to that chant of Ruto must go from that Nini, and then I'll also show you a video of Gachagua responding to the CDF and also expressing himself on that chart. And then I'll also show you a video of someone by the name Anaitwa Joakim trying to explain why this Gen Z movement and this slogan is now becoming a threat to the politicians, why they are now ganging up to suppress this thing. And I'll also show a video of a famous political analyst Anaitwa Herman Manyora, who is also expressing himself on the same matter. Why 2027 there's going to be a complete overhaul of Kenyan politics. We are going to factory reset the Kenyan political system into factory reset in 2027, and that is why the politicians are in jitters. That is why you see they are all confused. So I want you to listen to this, and then kama kawaida, I'll be back.
Story of Gen Z sent shockwaves to the politician. It was not just to William.
It was every politician.
Because these people have things they have acquired in ways that are not so good. So they don't want somebody to just come from nowhere and assume the office of the president. Because they want to protect themselves, their property, and everything they have got out of being in government. So when we threatened to send William Ruto home, and every politician, we threatened every politician, they all felt threatened. So William Ruto could ask Raila, now if I go down, do you know that I'm going down with all of you? With all of you. Do you know who is coming? We don't. Do you know who is behind this thing? We don't. But you know me. I know you. And I know you. So it's better we work together against these people that we don't know. That's why we have broad-based. Broad-based is nothing to do with unity. What unity? Who told them that Kenyans are not united? They are not united.
Because with Gen Z on your side, there's no election. Which election are we talking about?
A landslide victory early in the morning?
It's not landslide. There's no election. If you mobilize the Gen Z into being part and parcel of the 2027 election, and they're on your side, if you are Gachagua and Kena Kalonzo, even Ruto is not a fool. He will not waste his time. There will be no election.
I give in.
You can't. How would you? The numbers, first of all. The numbers they have are frightening to any candidate on the opposite side. The numbers alone.
Numbers alone.
Yes. The numbers alone. They are frightening. Number two, the energy, the vigor. It is youth who always introduce change in any revolution in any country. There has never been a revolution where youth were not involved.
Where Manyora is the...
University students, because if you involve Gen Z, it means that campuses will be on fire. University students will be on fire. They will be fired. They will go back to the villages and mobilize everybody.
Moment of change.
And they have the numbers. So how will you fight against Gen Z? But more lethal when it comes to Gen Z is the fact that nobody can steal an election where they are involved. They are the ones who can steal, not you.
Not your agents on the ground?
No, they are the ones who will steal the election if they want, not you. You don't have the capacity to steal an election where they are involved. It is them who can steal it.
At a command center.
Which
no parallel planning.
You can't with Gen Zs. Yeah. They will broadcast to the whole world what is happening in Bombay polling station from the time it opens to the close.
Hakuna Venezuelans?
No. How will you do it? They will tell us Bombay polling station has just opened. 10 guys have walked in. All the women, they are being taken there by mobilizers. By 10 o'clock or now, 80 people have voted in Bombay polling station. By noon, close of polling station, 190 people have voted in Bombay primary school. Poor turnout. Out of the 400, 500, only 190 have voted. And it is closed. We are kuiba utongezea wapi?
Agents
which will you... And then, at the time of voting, rather counting, vote counting, because the law says it must be done in public. The same law says you must post the results on a notice board or the nearest visible thing in that polling station. Is that right? That's the law.
Sure, yeah.
They will ensure it is posted. And the moment it is being posted, not only are they taking a photograph of the image of the posting, it is going to a central place and in real time and adjusting the national tally.
It is an idea whose time has come. It is an idea whose time has come. And the youths, the young people of this country, not even the young people, even the old people have realized that politicians have been taking them. You know, these old people, they have always known that politicians wanawatumianga. But since they have never had a chance to come out and express themselves, because these are people who grew up under the system of Moi. So they grew up under suppression. So wakona hiyo mindset that if I speak, the government sijui nini. So wakona hiyo fear. But they have realized that the young people don't have that fear anymore. So they are also, even the old people are now coming out to express themselves, are now coming out to say, no, these things are not working. We don't want this system to run. We don't want this thing, blah, blah, blah. They are now coming out to call the system. So the truth of the matter is that, and whatever Gachagua has told the CDF is true. Kenyans have no problem with the military, or even we have no problem of we don't need to break this country. Kenyans have no interest in breaking the country or making the country to anarchy. Kenyans are just saying that in 2027, this is just a clarion call that in 2027 things needs to change. That we are going to take away all these politicians home. And the young people are going to bring in a new set of leaders. They're just telling these current politicians that your days are numbered on those seats. That in 2027, prepare to go home. Because you people have failed to listen to us. You are not speaking to us. You are not showing our interest. You are all serving your interest. You are just serving your interest. So this population, these young people, are now coming out and are expressing themselves and are telling the government and Kenyans that, hey, we need this. It is a clarion call that this system has failed, and it has failed with everyone in it. And that's why you see these Gen Zs, these young people are not relenting. That's why you see they keep on speaking, because they have realized that it is now their time or never. That it is their future, that it is upon them to shape their future. That the future they have been hoping and waiting for, it is upon them to shape it. And they have to shape it first by dealing with the political landscape in this country. We need to have a political hygiene in this country. The politicians have been riding on us, spitting on us, insulting us, treating us like trash. And now it is time for us to tell them that no. You know, the young people have just been quiet, watching things being misused and everything. Right now, the young people are saying, we leta pesa, tutakula, lakini we are going to fix this country. That's why you see there have been a deliberate effort to fight these young people. They have used these people who felt like they are the Gen Z leaders. They have bought them, akina Kasmuel, akina sijui nani, sijui Otero, sijui nani. They have tried to buy these people and try to make sure that they stick on their side. But the shouting is still going there. It's still going on. They have even tried to come up and work together and sell to us this narrative that now we are united. That now the government, ODM and CG nini, but the people are still not buying it. Why? Because it is an idea whose time has come. It is an idea whose time has come. These people are not buying any other threats anymore. They are not. And that's why I kept on insisting for people like Sifuna, do not associate with this government. Do not be seen to be associating with this government. People like Akina Sakaja, do not be seen to be associating with this government. Not Sakaja, sorry. People like Akina Babu Wino. I've told nimewambia over and over again, do not be seen to be associating with this government. Or anyone in ODM and anyone who feels like ana support serikali. But you people are not listening. 2027, you guys are going to get a shock of your life. Most of 90%, not even 90, 99% of the politicians wanaenda home direct. And unajua, these young people are smart. You cannot steal from them. You can hear Haman say, you cannot steal from these people. These are people who are tech savvy. These are people who can access any system and expose you. These are people, you know, in the 2027, the young people are still quiet, are still not taking the front seat in 2022. But this time, with how you are vile tu naona wana behave, these people are going to be, like election year 2027, the young people are going to be at the forefront. The young people are going to they are going to expose, they are going to show, they are going to be in every polling station, they are going to be the media, they are going to be the IBC. And trust you me, you cannot steal from these young people. You cannot steal election from these young people. They will not allow you to steal the election. And they will not allow you to sell to them. You can see even, they have been trying to sell issue ya kabila, sijui nini, oh, sijui the Luos are not, sijui circumcised, sijui what, sijui the Kikuyu, sijui nini. You can see the idea is not going through. It's failing. They have been trying to sell tribe. Because that's what politicians are good at. They are good at dividing you people so that they can rule over you. But the young people are not buying it. This tribal thing, and I'm asking the Gen Zs, do not fall for this tribal thing that is being sold out. Atiyo sijui nini, sijui Wajaluo, sijui nini Wakikuyu, sijui Wajaluo na Waluya. Do not buy that. That is how they want to divide you people. And you see some of these people that you feel like they're pushing this narrative. They have been paid to do that. They have been paid to create a narrative. You must understand that the government thrives in creating a narrative. So, and politicians. So they will pay people who feel like they have a little of influence on the social media. And these people now start pushing a narrative. They start calling this tribe, oh, sijui nini mtatuona, sijui nini. So that you can all now fall into that trap. But they realize that this generation is so hard for them to sell for them tribe. Why? Because some of these people come from parents of different tribes. Unapata, my mom is a Luo, my dad is a Kikuyu, my mom is a Luo, my nini is a Luya. So I can't be tribal. You can't sell for me this tribe. especially the Gen Zs. The millennials, most of them come from one tribe or one tribes who are parents who are from both tribes, from one tribe. Lakini with the Gen Z, most of them, their parents come from the diverse tribe. Unapata mama yake ni Meru, baba yake ni Muluya. Unapata mama yake ni sijui ni Mswahili, mama yake sijui ni wapi. So it is so hard to sell tribe to these people because if my mom is a Luya and if my mom is a Luo and my dad is a Kikuyu, how do you expect to divide me based on tribe? How will you do that? Unaelewa? So we are dealing with a generation that is cognizant of who they are and where they want to go, and it's a generation that is smart or makes sense. They are very, very smart people. These are people who have gone to school. These are people who understand. These are people who have read all the political books and they know how politicians manipulate them and everything. And this Gen Z's movement sparked them. Now they came out to the forefront and they realized that, oh, kumbe hata sisi tunaweza jiongelelea. We don't need politicians. And that is why you can see they are speaking about all these things. Anytime you come out to attack them, anytime you come to threaten them, they come out and tell you no. They come out and tell you, no, we are not going to buy that. We know our rights. These are people who have read the Constitution. In fact, Constitution is part of their syllabus. These are people who understand the Constitution. They understand their right. So, whatever is happening, it's an idea whose time has come. And trust you me, no one can suppress this idea. And no one is saying that we are going to overturn no one. Kenyans have no interest in overturning the government. We have no interest in overturning the government because we don't want our country to go the Somali way. All we are saying is we are trying to sensitize people. We are trying to make sure that clarion call that the system needs to change in 2027. We need to change everything. People need to go home. That is what we are doing. We are trying to make sure that people remain cognizant. People remain, yani watu wako macho, watu wasisahau that vitu zisinini. You don't forget that in 2027 there is a change that needs to happen, and it's not only happening to the president alone. It's happening to the whole system, the whole political system. The whole political system. So whoever will be there, even whoever will be elected as the IEBC chairman, trust you me, don't bring any monkey business, because kitakuramba. These young people are not going to sit quiet and watch their votes being stolen and being manipulated. They will expose everything. They will call out. These people will not allow. These people will demonstrate because of this. And you know, right now they are just quiet because they feel like, okay, sawa, nini sawa, because they want to work within the law. That is why these people are so quiet. Right now there is a lot of civic education the young people are doing. These people are doing civic education. The young people, there are platforms whereby people are now educating people on governance, on the constitution and everything. And you can see they are also doing this even machinally. You can see now the prominence of Bunge la Wananchi. It's now becoming so prominent that now every place now there's Bunge la Wananchi. Why? It's because the citizens have realized that we can speak for ourselves, and we will speak for ourselves regardless. So that is what is happening if you don't understand. So this is a message to the Gen Zs that the future belongs to you. It is you people to shape the future that you want for yourself. The politicians and the old politicians have failed. They have served their interest. Now it is about time for you to sit down and now look into your future. And no one will do that for you except yourselves. Anyway, guys, thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.